Hello student, today we learn Geography Standard 7 and in that lesson number 3 tides. Okay, uh, in the previous video we learned some points from this chapter tides and today we learn, see on page number 13, waves. Okay, if you blow air over hot milk or tea while drinking, ripples are generated on the milk or the tea, and that you have observed in your daily life. And in the same way, because of the force of the wind, water appears to be moving, and the sea water gets flushed by the wind and ripples are generated on the water surface, and these are called waves. Okay, how waves are occur? The sea water gets flushed or pushed by the wind and ripples are generated on the water surface, and that's why waves are created, and that type we call waves. The sea water moves up and down or slightly forward and backward due to the waves. And the waves bring the energy contained in them to the coast. And they break in the shallow waters near the coast. And large or small waves are formed continuously at the surface of the sea. And generation of waves is a natural process, and it is regularly occurring phenomena. Okay, see in the figure 3.10, waves coming to the coast. See, there is the picture, and in that picture shown waves coming to the coast. Then we learn structure of the waves. The sea water get pushed up and down because of the wind, and the raised up portion of a wave is called a crest, and the depressed one is called a trough. If a strong wind is blowing in one direction, large waves are generated, and the vertical distance between a crest and the following trough is called the amplitude of the wave. Whereas the distance between two successive crests or troughs is called wavelength. Okay, the wavelength is its amplitude and its velocity depend on the velocity of the wind. And see figure 3.11, in that the structure of a wave is given, and they are shown what is meant by crest, what is meant by trough, and what is meant by wavelength and amplitude of the waves. Okay, all these things are shown in this figure. Then the next point, velocity of waves. If we stand at the coast, we feel the waves are coming towards the coast. And if a floating object is throwing or thrown in it at a distance in the sea, we find the object moving up and down at the same place. It does not come to the coast, and it means the water forming the wave also does not come to the coast. Remember that the water in the wave does not move. That moves is, and what moves is its energy. Okay, and see on next page of your textbook, that is 14. And the main reason of the wave generation is wind, but at some times due to the earthquakes or volcanic eruptions occurring below the floor of sea, waves get generated, and such waves assume a great height in the shallow water near the coast, and these waves are very destructive and they cause huge loss of property and life. These waves are called a tsunami, and in 2004 tsunami waves were generated because of the earthquake, and that took place near Sumatra island of Indonesia.